Giant Mega Fun Time, the podcast. I'm Big One.
And I'm Little One.
And we're here today to talk about our favorite things. It's been a busy week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a few things.
Yeah. I have two things, but I chose one.
You have two things, but you chose one. I can't wait to hear what it is.
I want to do them both, though.
Well, why don't you pick one to talk about more, and then you can just touch on the second one quickly. All right.
Okay. What have you enjoyed this week?
What have I enjoyed this week? Well, I've been reading, a couple books came out recently by an author that I like, and I started one of them partly because it's smaller. It's a shorter book, and I would finish it quicker, and then I could get on to the other one, which is bigger and longer. So the book is Bridge of Souls. It's by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab. She goes by, or they go by, both of those names. And I think maybe something else, another name. But it's part of the City of Ghosts series. It's the third one in the series. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it and trying to read as much as I can. I think I'm already halfway through it, and I've been reading that and other books, many other books. I've got one audio book I'm listening to. You and I finished book 11 in the How to Train Your Dragon series this week. And then I've been reading this book. And I feel like something else, but do you have any questions for me about the book?
What's, like, the story of it?
What's the story of it? All right. These may be spoilers for people. But I'm just going to kind of give the basics of the three books so far. It follows around the main character, whose name I can't remember. Cassidy. Cassidy is her name. And she is, what does she call herself? An in-betweener. And I'll get to that in a second. She had an accident a while ago. I think before the first book, actually. She had an accident where she was really close to dying. She's a teenager, and she had an accident. She's really close to dying, but she got saved by this person named Jacob. And so, because she basically died and then came back to life, she can now go between the world of the living and the world of the dead, and she basically helps ghosts or people who have died who are trapped in what they call what's behind the veil. So it's a story about ghosts, and she's followed around by ghosts, and her parents are doing a TV show based on the supernatural, where her mom really believes in the supernatural, and her dad is more of a scientist and goes at it from that approach, and her mom's like, ooh, tarot cards, I love them. So the first book was in Scotland, where they were doing the TV show, and she encountered some ghosts. The second book was in Paris, where they were in the catacombs, which I don't think you know about. More ghosts, more filming for the show, and now they are in New Orleans, where they are filming for the show, and she's encountering ghosts and trouble and all sorts of stuff. Does that sound interesting to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's maybe a little scary, but there's no pictures, but I think you might like it. I think it technically is a young adult's book. Oh, actually, it says the genre is kids. We could maybe try it if you wanted. I would reread them. They're pretty fun, and I like Victoria Schwab. She makes some good books. I really enjoy her her stories. Yeah. Like, what does she have? She has the other book that came out was the Thread series. I can't think of it. Anyways, I'm not going to go down that path. That's a whole other.
How many books are there in the series?
3 so far. I don't know that it's a trilogy. But
I mean, how many are there in the entire series?
3. I've read the first and the second, and now this is the third. So, yeah. Any other questions?
No.
If it's something that we read, are you a fan of spooky books?
Yes, because it's almost October.
Almost. It is October. Today is October 1st.
Yay.
Yeah. Maybe, if you want, we're reading the last book in the series of the How to Train Your Dragon books, but maybe we could try one of these after. What do you think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Okay. It does say kids. I'll do some more looking into it and seeing, but I don't think it's anything that you would... It's not overly scary. It's just spooky. Maybe it deals with some topics that are a little more than you're used to, but I don't think anything that's out of your age range. No. Any other questions?
No.
No. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I would check it out. Well, I would check out many books by Victoria Schwab or V.E. Schwab. She has a lot of good book series. Yeah, she's got that. She's got some ones about magic. Well, I guess they're all kind of magical and mystical. She's kind of a fantasy writer. But yeah. And how about you, little one? What have you been enjoying?
Something I enjoyed this week was going to like a clothes place and getting a new shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about this clothes place.
I forget its name, but the shirt was a Pokemon shirt.
Pokemon shirt. Nice. Which Pokemon is on it?
Pikachu. It's a bunch of Pikachu heads.
A bunk of Pikachu heads. A bunch of Pikachu heads. That's a difficult phrase for me to say. A bunch of Pikachu heads. Bunch of Pikachu heads. Say that 3 times fast.
A bunch of Pikachu heads. A bunch of Pikachu heads. A bunch of Pikachu heads.
So you did it too. You said a bunch of Pikachu heads.
Let me try again. A bunch of Pikachu heads. A bunch of Pikachu heads. A bunch of Pikachu heads.
Hey, you did it. Nice. Nice. So what do you like about this shirt?
It's extra large, and I'm medium.
So why do you like that?
I can wear it longer.
You can wear it longer. I like that. It is. I was surprised when you came home in it. It was both a shirt that I had not seen, and I was surprised by its size, because normally you are pretty particular about the size of shirt. You definitely don't like smaller shirts that feel too tight.
No. I also tested on another Pokemon shirt, but I could only get one.
Oh, yeah. What was the other Pokemon shirt?
It was like the colors of the rainbow, and there were tall, thin rectangles that had half of Pokemon heads that were that color. So like there was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and like it had half of a Pokemon's head that was that color.
To kind of match the rainbow?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I like that. What made you opt for the Pikachu, the one Pokemon, as opposed to many Pokemon?
Because the other shirt was medium. It was exactly my size, so I could grow out of it easy.
Yeah, and you are growing, aren't you? Yeah. Well, I like that. I don't think I said this, but yeah, I was surprised by the size because, yeah, you normally don't like shirts that are small and big. But I love that you chose one that is going to be good for a few years. Well,
yeah.
Hopefully good for a while. I don't know about a few years. Because, yeah, you do seem to grow quite a bit.
Probably 6 months to a year and 6 months. Sometime in between then.
Wait, between what? 6 months and a year and 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you could probably get that much use out of it. Extra large. I didn't know it was extra large. But
Ask Mom afterwards. Either large or extra large.
large would be, extra large. You'd probably get a bunch of extra time. Nice. So what else do you like about this shirt?
It's really cozy and I wear it whenever I can.
Yeah. Well, I notice you're not wearing it now. Although you are still in your pajamas, so maybe that's why. You had a late sleep this morning.
Yeah, I slept until 8, basically 9.
Almost 9, yeah. So maybe it's just a lounging morning. But it does look nice. I like it on you. And I like that you have expanded into a different size and a different kind of print. Because it is all over. It's everywhere on it, right?
Yeah. But it's not the stuff that they put on it. It was sewed into the shirt.
It's not the stuff that they put on it.
You know how I don't like the stuff that they put on top of the shirts after they make it?
Like an embroidery kind of thing?
No, but like...
Because this type of shirt, it's screen printed on there. Which is a process of putting ink onto a shirt. And it kind of soaks into the fibers and fabric a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not what the kind of shirt that I don't like, where it kind of feels like a rough sticker.
Yes, yeah, it's... Right. Some screen printing can feel like a really thick and a thick sticker on the shirt, which...
I don't like those shirts.
Yeah, I don't either. That's not a good screen print either, because it's too thick. A good screen print should feel like the shirt.
I saw like maybe a Mario shirt that was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted it, though.
Yeah, it sounds like there were a bunch of shirts. Sounds like this store maybe has shirts that little one likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was an ice cream place right, like, if we went out of it, there was an ice cream place right in front of it.
Sounds like a great store.
So then we got ice cream and brought it to you.
I did appreciate that. That was a nice surprise. Anything else you want to tell us about this shirt?
No.
No. So what was the second thing that you were choosing between? Your
Teenage
Pikachu
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What about them?
We watched the new movie yesterday.
We did, yeah. And you liked that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it too. It was pretty good.
Do you remember the name of it?
Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. We can talk about that for a tiny bit. What did you enjoy about the movie?
I don't remember. I just liked it.
Yeah. Well, did you find it funny? Did you find it serious? Did you find it scary?
Funny.
Yeah.
It was not scary at all.
No. One thing I didn't like about it is sometimes the music and action was very loud, and then the speaking was very quiet. It was sometimes it was very hard to hear the speaking, and then action would come in, and it was...
And especially when Mom's legs were in front of my face, I couldn't see the bottom of the screen.
Well, yeah, that's just not good.
It's just horror.
Yeah,
it's
it was
horror when you can't see the TV.
That's my worst nightmare, when I can't see the TV. It was a good movie. It was an origin story. We found out how these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles became turtles of the mutant ninja variety, and how their dad, Splinter. I don't think did they call their dad Splinter and all? They just kind of called him.
Just called him Dad.
Yeah, well, Splinter is his name, as far as I know. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the animation style. I thought it was funny. The music was good. It hit right home to somebody my age who grew up with those songs. Those are songs from when I was like in high school. I think maybe a little after, but yeah. and some newer ones. But it was good music, good action, good humor, good animation.
Yeah.
And they set it up for a second one, which
They're going to make tomorrow.
we're going to make tomorrow.
No, they're going to make it tomorrow.
I'm sure they're talking about it, but I doubt they're making it right now.
Yeah. Did you know, I've seen, like, videos and stuff where it's, like, a month after a movie came out, and it takes them a few months to make a movie. But people are already talking about what's going to be in the next one.
Well, yeah, people like to speculate and think, and
Just like a month after it came out.
Also, I think a lot of people like to have those. They like to make those videos and thoughts known early, so they can be right. You know, if you make a lot of assumptions about something and make a lot of predictions, you will inevitably be right about some of them. So, like, we could make every prediction. Let's say the 4 turtles merge into one and then become one big giant turtle in the next movie. Or Splinter has to go on a trip. Or the turtles start their own pizza business. Or they graduate from high school. You know, one of these things could possibly happen. And if we say it now, then we'll be right. But
you think all those things are going to happen?
I don't think they might. They could. I'm just speculating.
I think they'll go out of high school.
Yeah. I thought that was an interesting side, but
we went into high school.
Yeah. We are getting too far into our second thing here, but I'd say check out the Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Check out Victoria Schwab, or V. Schwab, and if you find yourself a nice t-shirt with some Pokemon on it, I'd recommend picking it up and wearing it. And also think about getting it, if you're still growing, think about getting it a little larger so you can wear it for a little bit longer.
Especially if you see one with a bunch of Pikachu heads that's extra large, buy it.
There you go. Buy it. All right. Thanks for listening. You can give us a like, subscribe, or download, or a comment, or a rating. Any of that would be appreciated here and on our YouTube channel, giantmegafuntime.com. Giant Mega Funtime. You can also get to everything from giantmegafuntime.com. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.